Welcome to Nasam Academy again. I hope you enjoyed the previous video that we uploaded, knowing about how to connect a drone, battery, remote controller, and everything. You learned. You have to fix it like very well. Then you press it somewhere where you see it can take off very well. It also matters when it's going to take off, because once you press it amid this dust, once it is taking on, the propellers will raise that dust and it covers the lens cap, the lens. And when the lens got dusty, means the quality of the picture will not be looking good. It's better to look for somewhere where there is no dust, where there is no grass around, preparing it to start. Now, our drone is ready to start and is ready to be commanded to fly. You see, the blinking lights means it's turned on. Now, here we go. Now we go to the controller. It's ready to be commanded. Now, what's the commander? The commander is this controller you're seeing. Now, earlier before, we showed you how to mount the sticks. The sticks, those ones, these ones, are used in controlling it. Unlike other drones, this DJI Mini Pro 4 is advanced. It has a monitoring screen on its controller. Most drones, you have to fix a screen like a phone. You connect the controller, the screen then shows what's going on. But this controller, DJI Mini Pro 4, comes with its controller and its screen attached on. Now, we are going to see how to turn it on. Turning it on, as you see, this is the power button. As you see, the first button, you see the power button. That one is the power button. Then, that power button, powering it on, you also power it on like the other drone that we power on. You press 2 times, but you press first time and then you don't press the second time. The screen will light, which means our controller is getting on, as you're seeing. Let's first wait for it to get on as we see what we can follow. The controller is getting on. Aha. And now the controller has powered and the controller is on. What you're seeing over there is the picture the drone is sending automatically now on the controller, because the drone, this is our drone here. The drone you're seeing is recording this. It's an empty space. Now, this is exactly on our controller what we are seeing. You see? Now, to make an example, we are going to handhold our drone. We rotate it around before starting it to controlling. You'll be seeing how the picture is moving. You see? Now it means the drone has already sent a picture or a feed. We call it feed. The drone has already sent the feed to our controller. You see, the more you swift rotate the drone is the picture that we are receiving on our controller. Now, we have our drone on and we have our controller on now. The controller can now receive a feed from our drone. What we are going to do now is, 1, how do we take off or how do we start? But before going there, let's first learn about this controller before we go any further. Now, the controller, as seen, leave alone the feed that we are having now from the drone. First learn about these buttons. What do these buttons do, the importance? Now, the first button here you're seeing, it's a stick when you push it upwards, it means the drone is going forwards. When you push it downwards, it means the drone is moving backwards, depending on where the drone is facing. Now, to this left stick, when you push it forward, it means you're lifting the drone up. Wherever altitude or whichever altitude it is on, it's increasing the altitude up. And when you push it down, when you push this stick down, you're bringing our drone down. Let's say it's at a certain altitude or it's in the air and you want to bring it down, you can push it down as seen here. Now, let's go to this first button. This is the power button. You had already seen it. When you're switching it on, you press 2 times. First time you press, the second time you wrong press, then you unpress, it will go on. Same thing when you're turning it down, you wrong press, you first press and then wrong press again, it will be switched off. When you press 2 times without wrong pressing the second time, it won't go off. It won't go off. When you want to turn it on or turn it off, you have to press first time and then you wrong press the second time. That way, the computer will detect that you're serious about the decision you are making. Unlike accidentally, when it's in air and you press once, then it switches off. Then we go to this CNS you're seeing. This CNS now, this is where the control comes from. First of all, the N you're seeing, it means the drone is now in neutral mode. When the drone is in neutral mode, you can man it the way you want. You personally, you can try to increase its speed, you can balance it, you can do whichever thing you need. But then we go to, most of the times when you're a learner or most filmings, you consider in C. When you push this drone to C mode, it means it's in control. You're now having the drone in control automatically. Control, which means speed will be increased. Of course, it's due to increase the speed when you're driving it or when you're flying it, but then it will be in control mode, which means you can't increase the speed like hurried or fast way. If you want to run so fast, consider not putting it in control mode, because control mode will move slowly. That one, when you have it in control mode, it will protect your drone when it's in the air, because control mode, you have activated every automatic control that it has. For example, it can't knock any material. When it's in the air and it comes across a tree that you're not seeing, it will warn you on your controller saying it has detected a material in front. When you're running very fast, that control will reduce that speed to moving steady. It will be steady but running according to the speed you're giving it. Now, I advise you all, whenever you're flying this drone, put it into control mode. That's C. That way, you will reduce on the risks of an accident coming across a material in front, or when you're flying it upwards in the altitude, it will detect something, say, I can't move further. It will be giving you an alert sound on your controller. Now, this is S. When you switch it to S, the S mode you're seeing, the S mode you're seeing on this drone means your drone can now move uncontrollably to the speed you need. This S represents like standard mode, or maybe like in sports, when you want to run so fast. For example, let's say you're covering up motorsport. Motorsport, the car is running so fast. If you want to equal that speed limit of the vehicle, then you have to use that S mode. In S mode, there is no accuracy. There is no accuracy or automatic accuracy of the picture you're recording. The accuracy will be manned by you on your sticks or on the remote controller. That means if you want to move so fast, flying so fast, in S mode, it will not stabilize very well automatically in the air. It will go the way you need. For example, I will, in the next, in our one of our series, I'll be showing you how this S mode can do and how this control mode is used. Now, let's go to this H2 bars you're seeing button. This H2 bars you're seeing button. Now, when I told you this drone has advanced features, it means some of them are these. This is what we call, this button represents the home point. Now, when our button, when our drone is going to take off, it automatically first senses or detects the home point. If I say the home point, let me say, I don't know if you guys know the coordinates. The coordinates. Now, when this drone is going to take off, it stores or it adapts or it corrects the coordinates where it has taken off from. This is the importance of the home point button. Automatically, it gets the home point coordinates such that wherever is in the air and you, the controller or the pilot, you're not in position of seeing where the drone has taken or where the drone is. What you have to do is you just press the home point button and automatically it will fly its way back to the point where it took off from. That's why I say whenever you're going to take off, get sure that you be sure that you're in a position or in a place where it's open, no trees, no houses, no what, because when it's coming back, it will always come back to the detected position. And whenever the battery goes off, whenever the battery is off in the air, that drone will warn you on your controller that the battery is low. Consider bringing the drone down. When you don't, let's say you have not had that warning, it means automatically, because it had recorded the coordinates where it took off from, it will automatically detect it and pilot itself to the place where you had started it from, such that it cannot fall anywhere you don't know. Okay? Now, this is our drone. The controller, you have seen, that's the picture. And now, the drone, the DJI mini processor that we are having is also ready to there. Now, let's take a look at how we can get our drone ready to take off. Here, the drone is here, and then our controller is here. Now, how do we start our drone to take off?